So we're in your gym, Henry, which is absolutely, it's very spacious, absolutely massive actually. But you've got your own gym. Obviously, you more or less did everything as a boxer. But what actually made you go back to the grassroots side of things?
It's a funny one. Two of my sons, when they first started, they was going to this boxing club, and everything was fine. I had no intentions of ever coaching,
Hmm.
and they went to the boxing. They'd come home at night time, and I was interested. I said, "What have they been showing you, my lad?" And they were showing them this, showing them that, and there's no harm to the coaches. So I said, "Well, yeah, that's fine." And just one day, just one of them said he was told to do this, told to do that. And I said, well, why did you do this? Why did you do it? And that was it.
Hmm.
Just by
What year was
interest.
that then?
Oh, going back now, we started. I think we've been going. This is our 13th year.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, 13 years ago. So it all worked from there.
Yeah,
And
because it's a massive commitment, isn't it?
yeah, and I think my lads were getting better. And I was teaching, I was helping them, and all by chance, just like that. Bum, bum, bum.
Hmm.
Yeah. Whether it
Are
was
they
a
still
good thing or
boxing
bad
over
thing.
there?
No, they're not.
Right. So obviously, and I've helped out at various gyms and, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and if it's snowing, you can't be bothered, but there's 15 kids. It's a big commitment.
It's a big commitment.
It's obviously something which fits into your life pretty well.
Again, Jimmy, the thing is with it, this boxing game, you're involved. You can't not be involved. And if you love what you do, which I do, right? And I think what I love more than anything else, other than turning out here when it's freezing, it's when you're getting somebody and you're seeing progression. You're actually seeing that what you're doing is working. And we don't ever know. I know there's as a scenario and people talk about these gifted ones
Mm.
and they say, yeah, well, he was born that way.
Mhm.
I've never had one walk in here what could win a European title or could win a Sons. They could barely put their hands up.
Mhm.
So for the training methods that we've got, we produce some good fighters out of that. And I say, is that another one what's brought through the door? I just don't like that they undermine hard work that you put in. I think it's an easy way of saying, well, anybody can do that because he's a special player. I don't think that. And for how hard I trained, is that a little bit fair on me, a little bit unfair on me? The commitments I used to put myself through and the things I'd miss out on. That there's a lot there to say that's a natural talent.
What's the gym called?
Henry's Gym.
Henry's Gym.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put the links in the bio. Anyone who wants to reach out to the gym, regarding the sponsors or kind of even joining. I mean, how many carded boxes do you have?
We've got about 40 now.
40.
Yeah, I would
That is huge.
Yeah.
I doubt the rep didn't even have that. That's ridiculous.
They might have a few more than that.
No, I don't. I'm in there quite a lot, and I don't think they have these days. Not 40. Carded.
Carded fighters, yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah. It's growing as well. The thing is with York's interest at the moment, I think there's 3 more boxing clubs in York. So we're really growing. And we're going all over the world. The lads are doing really well. One of our
So
lads,
you're in Sweden this week, are you?
we're in Sweden this week. We've got 4 fighters going to Sweden, King of the Ring. And I've just come back from Spain in it's like a world tour. It's open to the world. And my cousin's lad, Luke Moore, just won the gold medal over there.
Right.
3 fights in 3 days. A 10-day camp it was, but he had 3 fights in 3 days. And just last year, he'd won the European juniors.
So am I right in saying all levels, your raw novice to your open, it sounds like you've got, a varied, like kind of, is that what you
Without a doubt, we've got the full range. And
is that seniors and juniors?
Seniors and juniors. We've just turned another one of our heavyweights over. He's from the Cayman Islands. Right. We've had him from the start. He's at 14. He's only at 14.
So do you do pros as well?
We do the pros as well. So we
how many pros do you have?
So I think we've got 7 on the books at the moment.
So really, I'm right in saying boxing's a full-time job for you, still, isn't it?
Yeah, without a doubt, because we do our own promotional work, we do our own amateur shows, so we filter right the way through, and it's our own platform. And I don't, to be truthful, John, I know it sounds funny, but I don't want to train anybody else. I'm just hell-bent on getting ours to the levels that they need to do, and I know where we are with them.
Mhm.
I know what they need to work on. They're not there.
I
They're
mean,
not there
from
yet.
from the amateurs, who's the kind of kids that are kind of looking promising, standing out, or
There's quite a lot of them.
is there too many to mention?
Yeah, honestly, Jim, there's quite a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean, one guy I do follow him, pro young kid. Is it George?
George Davy.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's
George Davy just got beat the other day by
right.
George Liddard.
Yeah.
He took a fight out of his weight division, and listen, we're not making excuses because we'll shake hands, and like you say, you step up, the chances are it's a little bit tougher at that other level. But he didn't do anything wrong. He found it to come up short. Let's say come up
Mm.
short, but he took the chance. He took the chance at an heavier weight, took a punt. He dared to be great, didn't he? We all, that's the way it is. He'll come back, he'll regroup, he'll still have learnt lessons from that. He trained, he moulded himself, he'd just come up a little bit short. Got caught with a shot in the 5th round, and that's it. The rest is history. But again, there's too many people nowadays. We call them the little, what do we call them? The fantasy famous, and the free of speech, and they can say things, and they can ridicule young people.
Yeah.
Where just because they're entitled to their opinion doesn't mean that the opinion has to be nasty. And when they value young people, and young people take a chance and go forward and try to better themselves, he doesn't need anything harsh. He's done nothing wrong. He's just tried to better himself. He comes to a
Social
gymnasium.
media's evil, isn't it?
Yeah,
as
it's
well?
really evil. But these people are supposed to be professional people. And they say, I'm entitled to my professional opinion. That's not a professional opinion. That's just an opinion, and it happens to be nasty. Towards that young man who has gone in and he's give his all and he's come up short. The thing is with it, Jamie, the reason why it gets on me is because half the bill that happens to, and the other half of the bill will go home smiling. But the likelihood of us all losing one day is very likely.
Yeah.
And so we're all going to be picked on. Just leave people alone, let them take the chance. And that's it. And George has done nothing wrong. And he will come back again. And yeah, I know it's a sore one for me, but yeah, I just think it's open to lads put themselves on the line and they give everything they've got. And then there's people there.
Do you kind of ever kind of look at yourself when you were there? Because you've got that experience. You've had the terrible. You've had a lot of. There's a lot of nasty people in the world, and kind of obviously your wealth of knowledge, and it's almost a privilege to pass it on to these now. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of because it's almost criminal, Henry, if you didn't. It's a waste, really.
Yeah, but they're still not there yet, Jimmy. Even I'm still ahead of them.
Yeah.
And they're on the chase. Don't worry, they're getting there. But there's so many things. There's so many things that they're not. I'm not prepared to teach them to shit because they can't take it in. But we're on the right path. All the pros are coming through at the level. They're all unbeaten, apart from obviously George. But again, the higher up we go, we'll have to move things around slightly. We'll have to change your style, manipulate this, manipulate that. But at the end of the day, you take them on.
Yeah.
I didn't always win, and when I got beat, Jamie, I didn't run to the hills crying. I never run to the hills crying, and I never blamed anybody. I never chummed anybody. I just said, "That's it. What it is. It is what it is." I shook my opponent's hand, and that's the best about boxing. That's how boxing should be. That's proper boxing.
Yeah.
The code of boxing should be. It's a gentleman's sport. And
Yeah,
that's where we should be.
it's you know it's like I joined the army years ago, and they drill it into you that aggression's only for the battlefield, and the boxing was obviously the Lord Marcus of Queensberry. You know, obviously it doesn't. It's not always like that these days, but it is a. You know, my son's crackers into that bloody MMA, and I can't watch it for the life of me. Men rolling about, you know, football or boxing. That's as shallow as I am. But regarding your gym, Henry, I mean, the future of the gym, it's flourishing, and you're going to be around for a long time with Henry's gym.
Well, touch wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lads are coming on. I think every time we get it's just like a batch, let's say, a new batch. Lads come through and he stalemates for a while. It sticks there. And just so happens, we changed gyms. We had to move out here, wanted to build flats. And it's 12-month old is this gym.
Right.
And yeah, so it seems to be a new batch coming through. And you have a little lull for a while. And then the fighters are just taking hold, and we've got them coming through.
I mean, it's a cracking size, isn't it? You know, and you've obviously there's the room out the back as well.
Yeah.
As I said, I'm going to put all Henry's links in the video for Henry's gym. So if anyone is interested in kind of joining or getting in touch with Henry for a chat, very approachable, very friendly, and as my wife said, he's quite good looking as well. So marvelous.